7-day weather forecast is sponsored by NEC Co-op Energy.
Howdy there, Coastal Bend. Happy 4th of July Eve to y'all. I want to start out with a quick check on the tropics. We do still have Tropical Storm Bonnie way down here to the south of Mexico, just under hurricane status at 70 miles an hour. So 4 more miles an hour faster of winds, and then it would be a hurricane. Here out in the Atlantic, we're not expecting any tropical activities over the next 5 days. So Tropical Depression Colin has since fizzled out, as well as that little 10% chance area that we saw yesterday, that has since fizzled out as well because of all the wind shear, as well as some of this Saharan dust in the Caribbean and in the tropics. It's just not conducive for tropical development at this time. Across the United States, we're definitely not the only ones dealing with heat advisories. We do have some out here in the Midwest and as well down in the Coastal Bend. That goes for about the next 10 or 15 minutes until 6 p.m. this evening. That heat advisory was for feels like temperatures of 110 to 114, so very, very hot, and make sure that you're staying inside and staying cool. The feels like temperatures right now aren't completely horrible, but it still feels very hot out there. Feels like 103. Going into this evening, our temperatures are going to drop into the 70s by midnight tonight. If you're headed out for fireworks plans, temperatures are going to be in the 80s up until about midnight or so, but by sunrise tomorrow, 76 here in Corpus Christi, and the wind going to calm down just a little bit, so we could see a couple areas of patchy fog, but otherwise clear skies, perfect for viewing fireworks. And then those clear skies continue tomorrow, and the winds do ramp back up for your 4th of July. So with the dry conditions, the wind, especially out towards the brush country where the relative humidity is going to be on the lower side, take extra care if you are popping any fireworks out there to mitigate that fire danger. Tomorrow's temperature here in Corpus Christi, 94, and out in the brush country, very, very hot with 100-degree temperatures expected. And that's thanks to this high pressure that's going to rebuild back in over the south and central United States. We didn't see this friend for a couple days thanks to that low pressure that was in the Gulf and brought us some cloudier skies and rain, but this is back in full force. So by next weekend, 90s, in the upper 90s are air temperatures, but add the humidity on top of that, and our feels like temperatures are going to be well over 100 degrees, if not in the 110s, and that's going to continue throughout the rest of this week. The temperatures a little bit above normal in the mid 90s, up in the upper 90s by next weekend, and those feels like temperatures are going to be above in that dangerous category, above the 106 mark, and that's not going to go anywhere for a while, unfortunately. We are in full swing summer here in South Texas. 91 degrees right now, though again, add the dew point on top of that, and it feels like 103 out there, though we are getting a little bit of relief from that southeasterly wind, which will shift to a more southerly direction tonight and calm down just a bit. We're going to have beautiful clear skies, perfect for viewing the Big Bang fireworks out around downtown this evening. And then tomorrow for 4th of July, going to be hot and breezy again, topping out at 94 here in Corpus Christi with lots of sunshine. So going to start off on the mild side, if not warm in the morning already, in the 80s, almost 90 degrees by lunchtime, and then topping out around 94 tomorrow afternoon. It's going to be a very hot and sunny 4th of July. So if you're headed to the beach, that's the perfect place to cool off. Though with the sunshine and the extreme UV index, make sure that you are wearing sunscreen so you don't end up looking like a lobster. And then we do have a moderate rip current risk for tomorrow, so make sure that you are taking care and watching out for that. We've got lots of sunshine with just a couple clouds for the rest of this week, and the forecast is pretty much going to be copy and paste, Brian. Just hot, sunny, and breezy.
We were talking about taking care of your pets in this weather. We forgot lobster people, who you just mentioned. Usually it's kids.
Yes.
You know, they come home and all of a sudden they start glowing in the dark.
Yeah.
There are some adults who make the mistake of doing the same thing, and the easiest thing I could find was a lukewarm bath and lots of aloe vera gel.
Yes.
So
yeah, put the aloe on, sit in front of an AC vent. That feels really good always.
it does. It does. Thanks so much, Kristen. And